2 years ago, I made the crazy decision from going pitch black box dye all the way to bleach blonde. And while there is a saying that blondes have more fun, and I can confirm they definitely do, I feel like I've had the most fun when I was a blonde. That came with the cons. My hair was so dry, it was brittle. Every single time I brushed it, it would snap and it just would not grow past a certain length. For anyone who's watching this video and you're currently on your hair journey, I feel you, girl. It's only when your hair starts snapping, that is when you really realize how much your hair actually has an impact on your confidence and how you feel about yourself. So in this video, I really want to talk all about my hair journey, how to regrow your hair, and things that I have learned that has really made my hair grow and thrive. I feel like this is not a good representation of my hair because I'm about to go and wash it with you guys. This is currently my slick bun, the hairstyle that I do whenever I want to protect my hair. This slick back egg-shaped bun is going to be your best friend now that you're also embarking on this hair journey. I cannot tell you how many times a week I have my hair in a slick bun with hair conditioner, with hair mask and hair oils in my hair. This is the best hairstyle to still kind of look chic, effortless, but it also is so protective of your hair. I went to go get my hair done a few weeks ago and she actually blow dried my hair and I had so many new hairs just sprouting out, and my hairdresser said to me, whatever you're doing to your hair, keep doing it. I'm going to show you guys all my tips and tricks. I'm also going to go and wash my hair, blow dry my hair, and take you guys along the journey. Okay, first off the bat, I need to say, if you currently have damaged hair, your hair is not growing, you're still bleaching your hair, or you're wearing extensions, what are you doing, girl? Your hair is never gonna get better if you're carrying on bleaching your hair. The more and more you keep going down that bleach route, your hair is eventually gonna snap. The treatments that I'm gonna show you in this video, you need to be able to get up in there, you need to be able to put oil right to your scalp and really massage your scalp, and you are just not gonna be able to do that if you have extensions that's permanently attached to your hair. I have tried it all, guys. I've had tape extensions, I've had the nano rings, I have the keratin tip. They say that it's meant to be better for your hair, but really you are putting strain onto the individual roots of your hair, and when you take it out, you're gonna have this feeling of like, why is this my hair? You need to just get out of that cycle and just get used to what your natural head produces. Wear clip-in extensions whenever you really need it, but make sure you take them off at nighttime so that your scalp can actually breathe. On the days where you still need to look presentable, slick back buns, girl. Slick back that hair, put in a low bun, put it in a ponytail, put a little extension ponytail on, but slicking your hair back while you're putting protective treatment on your actual hair is gonna help your hair so much. You have no idea what's ahead of you, girl. The next tip that I have for you guys is to go as natural as you can to your hair color. I used to dye my hair jet black from a box, and I noticed that whenever I dyed my hair black, I used to have to maintain it so often and it just would not look natural. Similar when I went blonde as well, when I had the balayage and all that kind of stuff, I had to constantly keep going to the salon and getting toners and colors put into my hair to stop it from going all orange and brassy. Now that I've gone back to my natural hair color, this is literally just dark brown. I literally just go in maybe like once or twice a year just to touch up my grays, but apart from that, I recommend to go as natural to your hair color as possible, because at the end of the day, that is what's going to suit you the most. Eventually you can go back to adding a little bit of low lights in there, you know, changing up the balayage to low lights if you want to in the future, but for now, while you're on this hair journey, I recommend to go as close as you can to your natural hair color or go dark. Dark is always going to make your hair look healthier than blonde. Trust me, girl, your natural hair color is always going to be the most flattering. Okay, let me take out my hair from this bun so you guys can see what we're working with. My hair has literally grown so much. There was a time when my hair just wouldn't grow past this length and it would drive me nuts. Okay, I do have some treatment in my hair from earlier when I slicked back my hair, so she's looking very greasy at the moment, but this is the routine that I do once a week. Every single Sunday is a part of my Sunday routine. First off, high frequency. This is the best £30 I've ever spent. I got this on Amazon. It's a portable high frequency wand. I love using this on my face or whenever I get blemishes. This basically zaps all the bacteria. It stimulates your collagen. It stimulates your blood flow. It has low loads of different heads. Like it has this one for all over. It also has this spot treatment one that you can really zap certain areas and be a bit more precise. I also love it because it has this little guy here. This is a hair frequency wand. It literally just plugs into the main socket and then you just turn it. I don't know if you can see, but it actually lights up red. This is what's going to stimulate your scalp and stimulate the hair growth. What you want to do is you really want to massage your scalp as much as you can, and that brings the blood to the surface, and then it kind of makes sure that all of your little follicles are activated. But I focus this especially on these areas here. I used to have really bad bald patches right here, but ever since I started using a high frequency, I feel like I've got so much new hair growth. So I like to go in like zigzagging motions like this, especially along my hairline. That's where I want it to grow the most. Okay, next in my routine, I go in with rosemary oil. This contraption right here, I got everything from TikTok shop. I'm gonna leave all the links to the exact rosemary oil that I use down below. But it actually has like little tiny holes here, and it makes oiling your hair so much easier. So I basically put it right on the scalp, squeeze it, and then I drag it through the hair. I start off by going through the sections of my hair. I make sure to open up every single section and squeeze the rosemary oil all throughout the hair and really push it into the scalp. Then I take one of these scalp massagers. I actually leave this in the shower normally, and I just kind of exfoliate the scalp. I would normally sit here and watch like a whole 20-minute YouTube video and I'll just massage my scalp. Massaging your scalp is actually clinically proven to increase the blood flow in your head, which equals to hair growth. I'd probably say by week 3 of you doing this every single week, you will start to notice like little small sprouts just coming out, and you're like, oh my god, is that breakage or is that new hair? But it's actually all new hair. By month 3, you will have like all of these little new hairs sprouting up, and I always have to make sure I do this every single Sunday, at least once a week. Okay, so while my hair is all greased up, it's in a low ponytail back here, I want to talk about the things that I use for my hair in the shower. I spoke about this product before in my unsexy beauty product. I got this when I was in Korea, but you can actually get this from Yes Style. It's from a brand called Dr. For Hair. This is a product that I use on my hair maybe once a week. It's a scalp scaler. Don't even know that's a thing, a scalp scaler. It actually has big chunks of sea salt in here, and when you're actually washing your hair, you can actually feel the chunks of sea salt, and as you add water, it slowly melts the sea salt away. I don't know what's in this product, but it makes your hair so clean and so fresh. I only wash my hair about 2 times a week, so whenever I use this product, this takes away all of the build-up in my hair. It helps really unclog the pores in my hair as well. After I rinse this out of my hair, it feels like my hair has just had a chewing gum. Like, it's so fresh and so clean. Definitely recommend this. I don't use this as like my full shampoo. This is like a treatment before my actual shampoo. I always try to like double shampoo. I also love this clarifying detox shampoo from Living Proof. I actually love all of Living Proof's hair things. Whenever I tried anything from them, they are so good. It does leave your hair a little bit more of that stripped feeling compared to this one, so I try to use this one the majority of the time because it has that scalp kind of treatment in there. But on days where I can't be bothered to kind of go through the nozzle in my hair, it's a little bit long, I'm not gonna lie, then I go in with this Living Proof one. I squeeze like a dollop on my hand. A top tip is to make sure you lather up your hands, add water, make sure it's all foamy, and then put the shampoo treatment in your hair. If you are also like me and you previously went blonde and you're trying to go back to your dark roots, but the blonde keeps peeping through, this is what you need to get. This is from Matrix. It's their Dark Envy range. It's actually a very dark green. So when you put this onto your hair, it kind of like tints your hair slightly so that I don't have to keep going back to the salon and getting my hair toned again. It's like a very dark brown with a slight bit of green to stop your hair from going that brassy kind of orange color. Okay, now for hair treatments or hair mask, I love Olaplex. I know there's a little bit of like this love-hate thing about Olaplex. Some people say they love it, some people hate it. I feel like Olaplex really helped heal my hair when it was really going through the worst stages. Every single time I applied on my Olaplex treatment, I feel like I would wash out my hair and it would feel generally so soft and so smooth. This is number 8. I also use number 3, which is probably the most popular. This is their Bond Intense Moisture Mask. I love this mask. It comes with a pump. Those are my hair treatment shampoos that I currently use. I would say even if you don't invest in these one in particular, investing in a more high quality silicone free shampoo and conditioner is only gonna make your hair better rather than loading your hair with like loads of false silicones and stuff like that. Okay, quickly I'm gonna talk about hair supplements. I was taking the Way hair supplements and they definitely helped my hair grow. Even if you just take a basic hair, skin and nail supplements, it doesn't have to be Way or anything fancy, but try taking supplements for your skin, your hair, your nails, and I definitely noticed that the hair, when it does grow back, it's like stronger hair. Okay, normally I would like to leave this hair treatment in my hair for a minimum of about 2 hours, but it's currently 11:30 and I need to finish off this video, so I'm gonna go and wash all my hair, do my everything shower, cleanse my skin, and I'll come back and I'll show you what I do after I blow dry my hair and all that jazz, you know. Okay, we are fresh out of the shower. I've got some fresh pajamas on. Now I'm gonna go in this Living Proof Triple Bond Complex. I just add like 2 pumps onto my hand, and I kind of work it into my hand first so that it turns all white. And then I just kind of focus this on the ends. This is like a deep conditioning treatment that kind of helps heal your hair. And then I also like to go in with this healing oil from this brand called Virtue. Make sure you shake it up before you use it. This is a very lightweight oil. I always try to use some sort of oil in my hair before I go to bed to help with any snagging. Now I'm going in with this brush from Lullabells. Your hair is the most fragile when it's wet, so make sure you take extra precautions. I always brush my hair from the bottom first and then I go up. Now I'm going to take my Dyson hair dryer and I'm just going to roughly dry my hair. This Dyson hair dryer blow dries your hair so quickly. I'm going to quickly dry my hair to about 90% dry and then I'll be back. Okay, this is what my hair looks like once it's dried. It's still a little bit damp, but you can see the texture is really nice. It's so much thicker than it used to be. The shine girl, look at her. She is shiny, she is thriving. For styling my hair, I actually try to avoid using as much heat on it as possible. I normally rely on heatless curls to give my hair some sort of a wave or a curl. I do this almost every single night. This is a heatless curling rod. It's a little bit thicker than the normal ones. However, with this, I find I don't get a lot of volume with this. So this is mainly to kind of keep my hair in a natural curl pattern, not really for volume. When I want to wake up with my hair looking like it's freshly come out of the salon, this is what I use. I want to quickly show you how I put it in my hair. I take the first crown section of my hair, about that much, and I'm just going to brush this forward. Then you want to take your heatless roller, put it underneath and go as forward as you can, and then wrap this hair and then twirl upwards until it kind of catches the ends of your hair. You want to curl this backwards and then hook this together, and then your hair literally just sticks there. And now for the rest of my hair, I'm just going to flip my head upside down. I'm going to brush your hair as far forward as possible, then going in with the rod, again going underneath, bringing it as far forward as possible and twisting. Just want to pull this back and hook just like that. Now I'm left with this big ass bun on my head and I'm going to go to bed, and I'll show you in the morning what the hair looks like. Morning is the next day now, and I'm going to take out these heatless curls so you guys see what it looks like. I really like this style of heatless curls because it kind of makes it look like you just come out of a salon and had a full-on blow dry. Guys, can you see all this new baby hairs? This is all new hair growth. I have not had that before I started using the high frequency wand. Look at that, guys. No heat on your hair with these little rods. Who would have known? I just spray the hair so that it kind of stays in that position all day. And that is the heatless curls. Crazy, right, guys? I really hope you guys got some value from this video because I know what it's like to be on your hair journey. For anyone out there that is currently struggling with their hair, you just have to be patient, keep at it every single Sunday, stick to your hair routine. We need to spin the wheel to select the winner from last week's giveaway. Congratulations, girl! I'm gonna be sending out a little bundle of brushes, so if you guys want to enter in next week's giveaway, I'm going to leave the link down below in the description. All you literally do is just fill out the form. It's just going to ask you a few questions about what YouTube videos you guys want to see from me, if you currently have any dilemmas, and then I'll be picking the winner in next week's video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! You guys can see I'm so ill right now. Oh!